What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all staying blessed like always. If you're asking me, I'm good. I'm good. But let's get straight to it. So I want to talk about people being gems. All right, people being diamonds, not GYM, GEM. I can't talk. But in my life, I have gotten the best advice from other people, best advice from God, and the second to that is other people. I have worked at a couple places, worked at a couple jobs. Had school, obviously. There's a lot of places that I've got wisdom from people, and it's just out of nowhere. Like, you can't really expect when to get wisdom, but you can ask. And I would say I truly do ask questions about like wisdom, about mistakes that people made, and that literally gives me great advice for like the rest of my life. Because I used to work at jobs, and I used to talk to people, and I wouldn't say like I guess I'm a deep person, but I ask questions like, what would you do different in your life? Like, stuff like that. And it just gives me a different, like, insight on people, and it gives me a different perspective of, like, how I'm living my life. Because, like, a lot of times when you see what people did, when you see how people live their life, like, they're 40, they're 50, and I'm not saying that's old, but, like, you got way more experience than me, and it's just giving me a good heads up on, like, some things I maybe should look at different in the future. Because I'm 19, right? I got a few goals, I got a few like worries right now, and I would say I'm in a good place. I would definitely say I'm in a good place, but as I get older, obviously I know like my responsibility is gonna change, my views gonna change, my perspective, same thing. I don't know, I always do that, and I know like a lot more things. I know a lot of things are going to change in the future, but just like how I'm looking right now, it's a little more simple. But asking people for advice and how to live life, some things you want to do, or anything, bro, it's the best thing you can do. Think about it. Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. to Mamba, he used to ask people questions. He used to ask other NBA players questions that he was going versus. Think about that. They on the other team, he used to ask them for advice. And that's how you need to live life, And I've been blessed with the advice I've received because, I ride the bus, I go to work, all that. I just said that a while ago, but I have gotten great advice and I haven't even asked for it. Like, it was this one dude that I was talking to on the bus, and I see him like once in a while, but he was basically telling me, like, he was talking to me, he was like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 19. He was saying I'm young and stuff, but he was saying like, the older you get, your manhood is kind of like the world is like the hammer, and you're like the sword, I guess. Like when they like crafting a sword and they just breaking the hammer on the sword and they getting like the sparks flying and all that. He was basically saying like that's manhood, and I really like that stuck with me. That was like a couple months ago. That really stuck with me because it was like it makes so much sense because like we're getting tougher. The world is making us get tougher, and the world is basically kind of trying to break us down. But like we need to be strong as a sword. We need to get stronger, and the harder stuff get, the stronger we will get. And it's just like advice is just so beautiful, man. Advice is so beautiful. That's all I'm saying. Like, my advice for you is to go ask people for advice. It doesn't matter who it is. It really doesn't. Like, random people on the street can give you words that you have never heard before, and it can change your whole life. And it's not about whether they make the most money. It's not about whether they make the least amount of money. It's really about just wisdom and like how long have they lived. And even people that's 60, 70 can get great advice from little kids because we all have different viewpoints on life. But if you're like me, I would say 19, I would say definitely try to get advice from older people. Definitely try to listen. Don't be hard-headed. Don't think just because they're older, they're trying to tell you something that, let me fix that. I ain't gonna lie. Some people be hating. Obviously, you're not supposed to listen to every single thing. And obviously, you're not supposed to take every little piece of advice you get. But take the best of it, all right? Just ask for it. Take the best of it. Understand stuff. Get to know more, Because a lot of times in life right now, I feel like us as the younger generation, we kind of get mad at the older generation for like trying to tell us stuff. But I really do listen to it. Like, I really do. But we gotta stop just thinking like they're trying to tell us how to live life, and actually just take advice. And just take people trying to give you advice is a good thing. It don't always have to be bad. You don't always have to take it. But just take that advice and try to run with it. Try to do stuff and try to put it in a good light. And don't be afraid to ask for advice, bro. Do not be afraid. Ask for advice. It's okay. Like, what's gonna happen? You ask somebody for advice about that and they don't give it to you. Like, nothing changes. It's not like the end of the world. Just ask for advice. And also, think about it. Who you getting advice from? Now, I think you should take advice from everybody, but if you're trying to be a millionaire, I would say take advice from a person that's already a millionaire. And you can take advice from somebody that's trying to get there too. It's so many places we can get advice and wisdom from, but understand, the more wisdom you get from people, the more advice you get from people, the better you do. You know, just the better viewpoints you get on like people. And it's so crazy how all of us got different advice. All of us got different wisdom. All of us have been through different stuff. We might have been through the same thing, but we got different sights on it. We got different attitudes about it. And it's just like, wisdom is just so beautiful, because I feel like God really did put a lot of people in my life as angels, and they just giving me wisdom, because I've received so much wisdom that has changed my life over the past years. And even think about it, like YouTube is beautiful now, because there's so many Christian content creators. There's so many creators that's just out here like making videos, like kind of like me. Yeah, but they out here just making videos, you know, telling us about their life, telling us about like, you know, stuff maybe you should avoid, maybe you shouldn't avoid, telling us to like take a risk. And it's really beautiful how like our world is kind of becoming easier with giving advice, and it's easier to give wisdom now. You don't have to like go and search for a speech. And one thing, there's wisdom in everything, okay? There's wisdom in everything. There's wisdom in books, wisdom in people. There's wisdom in God, obviously. But I'm gonna stop yapping, and I really do hope y'all enjoyed that video. We're gonna get more outdoor videos too. That last one, that's not the last one. I got more outdoor videos on the way, and I hope y'all liked the video. I hope y'all take that advice if you need it. If you didn't, you know, do what you gotta do. But stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all later, and peace.